I just got my new DesertX up on the lift for the first time, and I removed the rear tire. I'm going to put new rubber on the back. We got these new TKC 80s, a little more aggressive a tire than what came on the bike from the factory. So I got that all on. The tire just kind of sitting in there right now. I also got off the rivet from the for the master link on the chain, because I'm a strong believer in being able to fix things in the field. Obviously, especially if you're like, you know, backcountry or somewhere crazy, you can actually change, or if you lose a master link or you break a chain or something, you have options. So I got regular X-ring chain master links, so that's something else I did. But the first big mod we're going to do on this bike is I'm going to remove the catalytic converter, not only to shed weight, but obviously to add better sound to the bike. Obviously, everybody, you know, stock bikes don't really sound as good as they could, and power gains and that kind of thing. So I decided to go ahead and remove the catalytic converter. I'm actually going to leave the stock exhaust on the bike for now. I don't want the bike to be obnoxiously loud, but I also want it to have a little bit more bark and a little bit more oomph to it than just completely factory. And again, I was doing some reading. It sounded like the catalytic converter is pretty heavy on these, so this will actually add for weight savings, especially since I'm going to be adding a bunch of accessories to this bike. So that's going to be what we're doing today. I'm going to put this catalytic converter on, and also we got our big package from Outback Motortek for all the accessories: the crash protection, the bash plates, the water pump guard, the headlight guard, the pannier racks, everything that we need to set this thing up to go and do, back road adventures and all that kind of stuff. So I'm really looking forward to that. These guys have been wanting to work with these guys for quite some time now. They make amazing, amazing stuff. This skid plate is beefy beyond beefy. The water pump guard's really cool. And let's just be honest, when this stuff's on the bike, it makes the bikes look super cool. So definitely looking forward to that. But I can't put this on until I do this. I kind of, shot myself in the foot. And it's not really that bad, but I'm going to need to get to that area to drop the catalytic converter and take all that stuff off. So before I can start adding the new stuff, I got to, do some other things. So that's what we're going to do here today. Going to start disassembling all this. And this is my first time working on Ducati. I primarily work on 100-year-old motorcycles and that kind of thing, and build really old bikes. So it's going to be interesting. It's been a while since I've worked on a newer bike. And once we get the skid plate on the bike, the next progression, the step, is I'm going to start kind of working my way up with all the accessories we're putting on this thing. All the crash protection is going to be, up top, obviously. So we're going to start down here, work our way up with the crash protection, headlight guard. I actually got some new turn signals as well, because these stick out pretty far. And when you dump the bike over quite a bit, this is like the first thing to break. So we're going to put all that stuff on. But in order to do that, I got to pull this paneling and stuff off. And I went down the rabbit hole and decided to get myself a decal kit. I really love the white and the black. That's actually one of my big draws of this bike initially when I first started looking at it. But I found this really cool decal kit that leaves the white and black. It just adds some extra pizzazz to the bike, kind of, puts my signature on it, and it adds a little bit of flair. If you watch my other stuff on this channel, you obviously understand I like to customize them and usually build stuff from scratch. So I got to do something to make it look like a not stock bike. That's just my style. Well, I was hoping I didn't have to take off this header pipe, but it looks like I just have to crack this loose just to get the pipe to move enough so I can get the catalytic converter to drop. Because right now it's sleeved inside and I can't get enough movement from the back to be able to actually drop the converter down. So instead of taking this all the way off, I'm just going to loosen it, hopefully enough that I can get that out. There we go. Alright, so this is a stock catalytic converter off the DesertX. So it's kind of hard to see, but not only is it cumbersome, but it's pretty heavy actually. I would say like 10 pounds or so, maybe even a little more. So that's going to be a great addition to just add this in its place. So you're going to have this pipe here to replace that. And what's going to be nice about it, other than the weight, is it's going to give the bike a little bit more of a growl, lower tone, because I'm going to keep running that same stock pipe on there until I decide to upgrade that maybe in the future. But this is going to be a much nicer addition, and I think it's even going to open some room up here in the back for sure, because that thing's pretty bulky. Have to take that all the way off, just about, but I got the pipe to fit up in there pretty good, so it's going to fit really nice. What I'm going to do next is I will just keep these all very loose. I'm going to start tightening up this front pipe a little bit, and obviously because I'm going to put the stock muffler back on, I'm going to just kind of slip fit this in, and I can't let go of it right now because it's just going to drop out. So I'm going to tighten up these front bolts here a little bit. I'm not going to clamp anything down though permanently yet, because I want to make sure everything is going to line up and everything really nice. But this I can already tell, not only do we shed a bunch of weight, but like this just makes this whole portion of the bike look much cleaner. I'm pretty excited about this. Hopefully this pipe here fits on okay, which I have no doubt that it should. I'm just gonna start tightening this stuff up here. Easier than I thought. I'm not used to I'm not used to stuff working out, especially with the aftermarket stuff. This pipe fits extremely well. All we have to really do now is I'm going to snug these up, these two clamps. I got the clamp here on my front exhaust, my clamp on my rear exhaust header from the rear cylinder, and this is my stock exhaust pipe. This Aztec pipe fit right on there. It worked out really good, and it kind of gives the bike still a stock, not stock, but it still gives it that factory kind of look, because I'm gonna have those big Pioneer racks and stuff here. I didn't really want to, go splurge on a, super expensive exhaust system right now. This pipe here is fairly affordable, especially in Ducati terms. So I can't remember. I think it's like $300 for this thing. I got it from Aztec, but went right on. Shed a bunch of weight, really cleans up the bottom portion of the bike here. I'm happy with the way it looks, and obviously we're gonna see what kind of, I'm not expecting like crazy performance gains or anything like that, but I do definitely expect to hear a little bit more of a low end bark from this thing. So I'll be excited to hear that once we get this all wrapped up. Got the skid plate installed. We're gonna wait, like I said earlier, we're gonna wait to put all the rest of the top crash protection on, just because we're going to be putting the decals and stuff on that I got for the bike. We got the crash bash plate, skid plate, whatever you want to call it. We got that installed with all the bracketry for the lower portion, and then we also got our CAT delete pipe installed. So we're gonna fire this thing up now and see what it sounds like. That was the first time firing this thing up with a CAT delete pipe. It sounds super cool. It definitely gave it a little bit more bark, and it's not too much. It's not going to be overbearing, especially when you're doing long road trips. I've had many loud exhausts in the past, and they're cool for a little bit. But if you're doing lots of miles, thousands of miles, it kind of becomes a little bit of a burden, and it actually starts to give me a headache at least. But anyways, I really like the way it sounds. I like the way it cleaned up the back of the bike. Now you don't have this big honking catalytic converter there. It's actually nice and open. I can see through the bike. With that Outback Motortek skid plate installed, it gave the bike a completely different look already. I'm really excited to get the rest of the crash protection on this thing to see what it looks like, and obviously have that comfort of crash protection, so when I'm out ripping on the back roads and trails and stuff, I don't have to really worry about laying the bike down. So coming up next, we're going to get the water pump guard on. We're going to be taking the rest of the front of the paneling off the bike installing the rest of the Outback Motortek crash protection for the remainder of the bike, the headlight guard, water pump guard, the upper and lower crash protection. And I have some accessory LED turn lights we're going to be installing, as well as the Outback Motortek pannier racks. So those are going to be like the easier of what we just did today. Today we had a little bit more involved with the brackets and stuff we were taking off. So all of this from here on out should be fairly straightforward with the bike. But make sure you guys like, subscribe, follow along as we finish up this bike and we get ready to start on Kelsey's SDL.